Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to 66 Conversations with MAPS Coaches. Today, I'm joined by MAPS Coach Mike Hopper. Mike, welcome to the call. Welcome to the challenge. Thanks for giving us some of your time today. Why don't you introduce yourself to everyone that's joining us today?
Okay. Name's Mike Hopper. Obviously, I live in Kansas, so I'm a Kansas guy. I've been in real estate since 2003. Came into Keller Williams about 10, and my first coach was Tony DeCello and Abe Shreve. So literally those two guys. And I think the last one was that I've had is Fritz and also Aaron Hurd. So I'm born and bred in MAPS.
Some amazing MAPS coaches there. That's quite the pedigree of people. I'm sure you were held accountable often and to the highest degree with those coaches. So that's fantastic. Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Today's conversation is an interesting one. As our market continues to shift, normalize, soften, whatever you want to call it, we are seeing more and more properties begin to come off market and or expire, right? And I believe we will see that number continue to increase. Correct. So in that vein, Mike, how are you speaking, or what conversations are you having with consumers whose listing comes off market or expires? What's that look like in your world?
So the reason that I did pick that one is because, just like you said, we're seeing also for sale bonus are start popping up again. And a lot of my clients are noticing double digits on days on the market from where they were a few months back. So we are going to see, if we're not seeing them as much now, we will be seeing those. The expired market's going to kick way up like it did before, because they have the pricing they would have had back in January 1st.
Sure.
A little different now, even 3 months ago.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you have an expired and you're able to contact that consumer, what's that conversation with the actual consumer look like? How do you attempt to land that as potentially a future client?
So what I'm going to do first, if possible, I'm going to find out the name of the consumer, because remember, you can do that through tax records. If I'm going to call it expired, it's better to call. And yet if I can approach you with a name, again, it's a rapport build for you, because you've had experience where you've probably been bombarded by calls.
Sure.
Right. So I want to personalize that. And hence why I'm going to go right into that with the expired market and how I do that.
Perfect. Okay. So I answer by name. Hello.
Hello. Is this Marty?
This is.
Great, Marty. This is Mike Hopper with Keller Williams.
Yes.
Good.
Right.
I was on our MLS and I noticed your home was not presently for sale. Is that home still available?
Well, it's off market for right now.
Off market right now. So if I brought you a price that was acceptable, an offer was acceptable to you, would you be interested?
Yeah, I think we'd still be willing to sell. Absolutely.
Okay, great. Tell me a little bit more about your home. Just give me a couple pointers on what that home is like, other than what I see.
Well, I mean, it's 5 bedrooms. It's got a private office. It has an upstairs game room, a downstairs media room, and we really love the fact that it has a 3-car garage. We have a whole home generator that has a hookup as well. So in case it's hurricane season or anything else along those lines, you can stay safe in all of the different weather increments that may happen.
That sounds awesome. I mean, it sounds like a nice property. I mean, at least from what I saw, it was, except it was expired. Tell me a couple of reasons why you think your home didn't sell the first time.
I don't know. I don't know if it got the exposure that it needed. I'm not sure if the agent worked as hard as they originally said they were going to. I think the market has gotten a little bit softer. Just a lot of things that are happening right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's been some big changes. Marty, probably the smartest thing for us to do right now, and at this point in time, is for me to come by your property. Just take a look at it. I'm going to go over our selling process. We'll do a complete market review and discuss a marketing strategy that would work for you. How does that sound?
Well, I mean, that would have been great maybe 6 months ago. Where were you there, Mike?
No, well, frankly, your realtor didn't market to me, at least correctly, because I would have probably seen that.
That's true. I don't know that he marketed to anyone. So are you telling me you'll do a better job of marketing than he did?
I could, and that's why I want to meet with you in selling your home. So let me ask you a question, Marty. If I were to meet with you, you have 2 choices. Which day between Monday and Tuesday work better for you?
Oh, Mondays are crazy. It would definitely be Tuesday.
On Tuesday. Now, are you more available in early afternoon or late afternoon?
It would have to be late afternoon after work.
Okay. When do you get off work?
5 o'clock.
Okay. What if we schedule up a time at 5:15 to meet at your house so I can take a look at the property and I can show you what I do to sell homes?
All right. I'll be willing to meet with you. Sounds good. Sounds like you're definitely gonna do more than the last guy did. So, all
You
right.
bet.
We'll see you
Not a
Tuesday
problem,
at
Marty.
5:15.
Thank you so much. And then
Absolutely.
I get their information.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of great things there, right? To kind of unpack. One, the formalization of using the person's name. Um, I like the fact that you asked them to take a little time to brag on their own house. We all have egos in our houses,
Correct.
right? Like, hey, this is a good house. I'm not sure why it didn't sell, but it's a good house, right? Everyone always,
Yeah.
our
They have
house
the
is
best
never
house on
the
the block.
ugly house, right? Well, ours is
Right.
always the best house on the market. We don't know
Right.
why it didn't sell. Let me tell you all
Correct.
the great things about it, right?
Yeah.
I think that also probably gives you some insight when you go to market. Should you get that listing, what the key things. I told you I had a whole home generator. You better have a picture of my Generac sitting outside, you know what I mean, as part of one of those listing
Absolutely.
photos to serve the client. And also it's probably good for the buyers to see that. Had I not seen that photo, I might have overlooked on the 17th line of public description that the home has a whole house generator, right?
Right.
So yeah, great points there. And I liked your, hey, if we only had 2 days to meet and it was Monday or Tuesday, right? Take that whole, here's my entire calendar.
Yep.
Here's next Monday or Tuesday. I can clearly see which one of those two is going to be better and secure that appointment. So
Well, it
excellent
eliminates a
job.
yes or no when you ask
True.
a question. So I asked the question, gave you a choice, and you get to pick which one we'd like to do. That's quantum leap.
Not will you meet with me? Would you be willing to meet with me? Are you interested in meeting with me? Would you like
Yep.
to meet with me next Monday or next Tuesday? Right.
Correct.
Close and get that day choice out there. So love that. In closing, anyone that's having conversations with these relatively newfound expireds or for sale by owners that are creeping up into our market, any closing comments or thoughts that you would share with those individuals that are looking to gain that as a lead source in their business?
Yeah, I think in just like this script here, the one thing I do know, we give them the choices. The other thing is the standard of can we handle an objection? And we should be able to go 7 deep.
Sure.
7 deep. So, again, you'd have the objection handlers. I always had when I scripted and also when I prospected all the time, I had my base scripts in front of me, even though I knew them. I always had them in front because most likely I'm having to line up that script and make sure that I still respect his time too.
Sure. Absolutely.
Right.
Knowing what you intend to say. And guys, the reality is that you're going to get the same questions or concerns.
Yep.
And so what is your best response for those? And hopefully we've helped provide some ideas for you to kind of think about when you're kind of writing out your own response, what that might look like such that you're prepared to handle it. So Mike, thank you very much. Excellent job. We appreciate your time as always. Guys, stay tuned tomorrow. We're going to have a new conversation with a new MAPS coach. And until then, we'll look forward to seeing you again real soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, Marty. Appreciate it.